On the first day of 2016, a tragic terror attack took place in one of Tel Aviv's most central neighborhoods. A terrorist opened fire on a busy bar on Dizengoff Street, killing 2 people and injuring 7 others. One of the casualties was Alon Bakal, the manager of the popular pub. He'd actually just moved to Tel Aviv and he was only 26 years old. Joining us today is Alon's brother, Avi Bakal, to talk to us about how his family has continued to spread his legacy. Thanks for coming in.
Hi.
So let's start from the beginning. Tell us about what happened on this tragic day when you lost your brother.
Okay. It was Friday. My mom and dad came to Tel Aviv, especially from the north. They're living in Carmiel. They came to help us. We just moved an apartment in Tel Aviv from one apartment to the other. So my father came to help with the paint and fixing stuff. And my mom, she helped with the cleaning. It was 2 p.m., 2:30 p.m. And we got a phone call. My wife, I was with a paint in my hands, and I told to my wife, Yarden, answer. It was Lior. Lior is Alon's ex-girlfriend. And I told her, answer. Maybe she wants something. It was Friday noon. She not used to call me. And then she was on the line and she said to Yarden that there was a shooting at Alon's bar. Yarden immediately called me to the room. She told me that. All my stomach was like upside down immediately. I felt that something happened. I took the car, drove really fast to Dizengoff. It's like 2-minute drive. And then it was all blocked by the police. I was once at the part of the police guys in Israel, but so I know what to say in order to pass it. I ran like 1 kilometer sprint to the pub. And then I looked for Alon because he didn't answer on the phone. So I looked for Alon and I saw one group of paramedics standing. And I pushed my head into the group and I saw Alon on the floor where they working. I saw all of them working. And then I was there. I just reported back to Yarden and to my parents. I told them that Alon is hurt. Come to the hospital. I live right next to the hospital. So my parents, they got there even before the ambulance. I jumped into the ambulance where they took Alon to the hospital. And while I'm sitting in the ambulance, I looked back to see, and I saw Alon, and I saw they working. And I say, okay, it will be fine. They working, they know what they're doing. I'm counting on them. Okay, so. And then we got to the hospital, my parents were already there. And Alon was like fade away. We've been there around 1.5 hours. My mom was praying. My father was not really in, And then after 1.5 hours, they told us that it's over. The hospital was full in people we know, Alon's friends, family. They were just in the hospital. There were over 150 people sitting and waiting to hear what's going on with Alon, because Alon is a very special character. He have a lot of friends. Everybody love him.
So he was actually in Sayeret Golani, a very elite fighter unit, and he was very active in reserves, right?
Yeah. Alon always want to do the best he can in order to give from himself, and it doesn't matter if it's in the army or it's in another subject. We always want to do the best we can. That's how we get raised, and that's how we act. Always push to the limit, always do your best, and if you will not succeed, it's okay, but even though, try.
So how has your family chosen to try to commemorate Alon's life? You guys have these bracelets here. Can you tell us about that?
It's very funny to say about a guy that is 26 years old, that he left a legacy. But during the Shiva, we sat and thought how we can continue Alon's legacy. Because this kid, my brother, he was always active. He had a phrase, tired, hot, cold, it's never mine, let's go. Never had an excuse, always push the life to the extreme. And in addition to all that, it was I don't like to say it was. So anyway,
so you have these...
To continue his legacy, we thought what will be the best way to do it. Alon was a volunteer in an organization that called Latet, that on the last 4 years he helped to raise money for this organization. This organization gives a package of food to people that they don't have so much luck in life, but in a respectful way. So we said that we like to continue the legacy and show the values that Alon believed in and raised by, lived by.
And so now you've been handing out these bracelets that have sayings, his favorite sayings,
So
right?
we have 4 bracelets.
Okay.
On each bracelet there is a sentence that Alon wrote on one of the public networks.
And social media. And
social media like Facebook, WhatsApp, etc.
So one of them says here, for example,
so
if you're alive, live, right? So this is kind of just really who Alon was.
Yeah, so each bracelet have a value that we want to see the whole Israeli society act like. And those values, as I said, Alon raised by and lived by. So, for example, we have the joy of life, that Alon was always with a smile on his face. And
people are really
shining
wearing
eyes. Yeah.
I mean, it's just not normal Israeli citizens, also politicians, right? What's in that?
Yeah, so just put things in order. We fabricated 100,000 of wristbands.
Wow, 100,000 wristbands, okay.
Yeah, we raised over 1 million shekels just from selling them. Each wristband cost 10 shekels. All the Israeli media, politicians, each celeb on this country joined us because he and we believe that those values, the joy of life, make the world a better place, the love for Israel, and those who dare win, push things to the limit. That was Alon. That's are the values that we want to see in the Israeli society. Like, that was especially, Alon was, as you said, part of the elite force of the Golani, Sayeret Golani. And they have like a phrase, Am hanetzach lo mefached miderech hara aruka. The eternal people are not afraid from the long way, if you want to translate it to English. And this is who we are. We are not afraid for taking a huge responsibility. And we believe ourselves, Alon believe in himself, and that's what we want to show. We had over, it's like a mini military operation. We call it Operation Alon, Continuous Legacy. And during this operation, we had except the internet page that sold them, we spread all over the countries. We had more than 40 stations with volunteers especially for this operation, and sold those wristbands and told the story of Alon because they believe in the values.
So, it's amazing that you guys have done this, because now we see people all over the country wearing it. I know I'm going to take this home and I'm going to wear it myself when I go out today for Yom HaZikaron, and obviously tomorrow for Independence Day. It's beautiful to see the legacy that you guys are spreading. And again, thank you so much for coming in and telling your story.
Yeah, thank you very much. All the comments that we are getting from all the people that bought it, wearing it, are really exciting. We don't have any comfortable, when we raise so much money and we gave it to people that they don't have so much luck. We don't have any comfortable in this, but at least the comments and the hug, the big hug that we're getting from the Israeli society all over, also from people abroad. Everybody, they know about it, they care, and that's really important for us.
Yeah, you don't feel alone. Well, thank you again so much for coming in.
Thank you, Natasha.